year they'll be heading on passes, that's almost guaranteed. So I'm expecting 3 days of really sensational racing with a bunch of new folks racing this year. Anything in the world can happen, right, Todd? Yeah. I'm glad you're back. 1 year didn't chase you away and you finished, right? You are not a rookie this year. So I'd like to introduce John, who's busy, but he's busy for now. He's going to come on up. John is the general manager, head chef, bottle washer for Greater Anchorage. He honestly has taken over the reins from some pretty important people that saved the race, and he's done nothing more than to grow the race. And John, I'm sure you got a few things to say, and I would just like to introduce you guys. He makes it all happen with about 1,000 volunteers. Thanks again, John, for having us.
Well, we may not have 1,000 volunteers. We have about 1,500, to be really honest. But yes, we love the idea that we have so many rookies that are here and to complement the veterans. I mean, this is when you really know you're doing something right because people want to come and race. So we at Anchorage, Greater Anchorage Incorporated, my 20 board members, and all of our volunteers, we'd like to say from our hearts, thank you for coming. Have a great time. We want to make sure it's a fair race, and I know Christine will make sure Janet does a fair race. So again, we've got some royalty here. We got some canine crews that will be introduced a little bit later, and then we have some great sponsors like Kendall and Henry, Army, National Guard. So anyways, thank you for coming. Have a great race, and we will see you on the trail.
Thank you, John. I will be doing again the radio this year with Mike Ford. That's 590 KHAR. There's an FM version of it. We'll get all that information to you as well. We got live Facebook over here with Kale taking care of it. We turn it over to him. He puts on a hell of a show on Facebook. You guys can always reference that. I am positive that everything related to this race can be accessed on the ASBRA website and the Rondy website. They may link to each other, but if you don't know where to go, start with those two websites. Okay? If not, ask some of the ASBRA officials and they'll point you in the right direction as well. Okay? I'll be right up here above the starting line, picking and making fun of some of you, having a good time with some of you. I'm glad to see some of you back and some of you I've never met. Some of you are on my Facebook as a friend and I don't even have a clue who you are. But you've traveled a long ways and we appreciate you coming, right? Is that Alex C? Oh, I have to learn some old new names too. We started something a couple years ago. It's worked out super well. It's grown in popularity, and it is what John said is the Canine Cruise. And the Canine Cruise are it's a way of raising some money and increasing awareness and education to the general public. And so these companies put some money in, we get them, assign them a musher, they go spend the day with the musher picking up poop and watering dogs. They learn the real part of dog mushing, okay? But they get a good taste of it inside the ropes. And we have some of them here tonight, and some of them actually have visitors from out of state going to participate. So when somebody flies in from corporate headquarters, we're doing something right. So tonight, and I'll have them stand up so that you can see who they are and thank them because the musher really appreciates the extra help. There's no doubt about that. Tonight we have here Hilton of Anchorage. They'll stand up. We have some out-of-state folks here. Welcome to Alaska. Thank you very much for coming up. Then also here tonight is Sage, Veterinary Specialist of Alaska. They're being shy, they're going to stand up. Then we have one more group that is here tonight, and we have two other groups we're going to give some kudos to. We have Imaging Associates. Imaging Associates. Don't be shy. You're going to have a blast. I'm sure we picked out a nice mellow musher for you. The dogs don't bite most of the time. The musher is more apt to bite than the dog, trust me. The two groups that are not here tonight, we'll see them out on the avenue on Saturday, is Matson. Matson's a big freight company up here that's really heavily involved in, well, I coach American Legion Baseball. They help sponsor American Legion Baseball as well. Very community oriented. Thank you to Matson. We'll see them on Saturday. And everybody's favorite, the Timeout Lounge. So we'll see if that turns into a party at that track. Okay, so then we've got John, and I've got a list of sponsors that's huge, and I'll go over it throughout the whole weekend on the race, and then obviously Sunday night at the awards banquet just down the street at the famous corner at La Cabana. I think we can get extra tickets, I believe, will probably be available. We'll ask one of the, ask Christine if she's hiding. By the way, is she hiding? This race and the dog track is named after her father. This race is everything to her. It actually is everything to quite a few of the volunteers that have been doing it for a long, long time. But she hates to be acknowledged, and I love to make her embarrassed. I tried to embarrass her this afternoon with a couple pictures that didn't work. Christine Tozier, where are you at? This would not happen, period, if it wasn't for Christine Tozier. She took off. That's right. So when you guys are in the Mushers meeting, you're over at the track tomorrow for your pre-race drive-through, and you see her, congratulate her, thank you. She hates it, and that's the best part about it. So the next part of Rondy is obviously royalty. And a friend of mine, KCB, was finally made Lord Track. And of course, KCB decided to be somewhere else tonight. So I'll send him a text later. Hopefully we'll get to see Casey over the next 3 days. He's a personal friend of mine. He's got a phenomenal radio show. He's winning all kinds of awards with it. And I'm really happy that he's Lord Trapper. But without him, let's bring up Rebecca so she can introduce to you this year's Rondy royalty that goes to 1,000 events in the next 3 days, including stuff throughout the year at other locations in the state. These girls dedicate a ton of time to be royalty, to be seen, and to share their experiences and share your experiences. Rebecca, if you would like to introduce them, get them to maybe even tell a little bit about them and why they're doing it.
Well, it is our great pleasure to be here. We love this event every single year. I'm standing in place of Amy Hawkinson, the royalty director, and I'd like to bring the royalty on stage with me because they're the real people that we actually care about. So my name is Rebecca, and I'm one of the chaperones. No, sorry, we actually care about the dogs, but the royalty we have to deal with. So, sorry guys. So my name is Rebecca, I'm one of the chaperones, and it is my pleasure to go around the state with these guys throughout their entire year of their reign. We go to over 100 events during Rondy, and then hundreds of events throughout their entire year. And I'm going to have them introduce their title, their name, their favorite event, and what they're looking forward to.
Hi, my name is Lee Galley. I'm one of the princesses. Our other princess Manal wasn't able to be here. My favorite Rondy event, other than the dog races, of course, would be the running of the reindeer and the running of the critters. My son, who's 4 now, he gets to run in that race, and he decides every year if he likes the mascots or not, if he's scared of them, or if he wants to run with them. And so it's just a really fun event for all the families. And of course, he loves the dogs running in the race. So anything with racing, basically, is also our favorite. So thank you.
I'm Audrey Fox. I am the 2020 Heritage Ambassador, and my favorite event is the snow sculptures. And I've never had the chance to go see them actually sculpt the snow yet, but I'm excited to see that this year. I can't believe to be part of this amazing crew. But yeah, I'm excited to be part of this amazing crew, and I hope to bring many smiles and make many memories with all of us.
My name is John Aho. I am certified St. Charles of England and 50 to become game. But my favorite Rondy event has always been the dog racing.
Hello, my name is Tala. I'm with Rondy Queen, and my favorite Rondy event is the running of the year, and I'm actually really looking forward to running sled dog races. Dogs are my favorite animal, and I have 4 at home. So I am really looking forward to that, along with all the other activities that we get to do throughout the Rondy Festival. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for having us.
Amy stand-in, Rebecca, thank you very much to all of you. You guys, you better get some rest because they drag you to every single event. Yeah, like third day of this weekend, you're going to be dragging for sure. Thank you very much for being here, and as some others show up, we'll leave afterwards too. So enjoy yourselves. Okay. Maybe we'll get the whole sleds. Janet, world's greatest race marshal. Yeah, there you go, rock star. Thank you. Janet, do you have anything you'd like to say before? Let's wait till after. It's okay. Yeah, you guys have a busy day tomorrow, and we're going to get you running around the track. I've been told that I haven't been over there much this year. I live in that area. The stuff near the track, it looks really good. I'm very lucky with the timing of the snow. And John Rasmussen and his whole crew out there have done a wonderful job on normal getting them prepared. I'm sure that Friday it's going to feel pretty good for most of the day. I'm expecting it to fall apart in some areas, and then Saturday and Sunday will tighten up, and it's going to be a racetrack. It's going to be a racetrack this weekend. The temperature is going to be such, the snow is such, and with the new faces and the new experiences, we have somebody doing his first sprint race ever, and he went right to the top, like Jeff King did a few years ago. We had to tie him to the sled. So it's nice to see the crossover. But let's get started with the draw. And we always draw the veteran racers first. They'll get the best, shall we say, positions, and then we'll bring the rookies up. We are drawing in the order, excuse me, my voice, we are drawing in the order of your sign-up. So we would like to have our multi-idol champion racing in his, I believe, second for Rondy with Mr. Lance Mackey. Come on up and draw. This is a lot he's going to be able to go home every night. Number 14. Lance, Christine usually gives me a whole bunch of questions. I'm just going to give you the mic. Thank anybody and everybody you want. Maybe even tell them why you're back. We're really happy to have you back.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be back. And I was asked as soon as I walked in the door why I came back, and I couldn't help but think about that for a second. You know, the sportsman in my family a long time. And I actually started my racing career as a one-dogger. Even prior to that, my mom at 7 months pregnant, and she's running the women's North America for Rondy. And running the one-dog class, 3, 5, 7. It's pretty special to be here. Best sprint racers in the world. Next weekend I'm going to go against some of the best long-distance teams in the world. So I've been referring to these dogs as funny-looking huskies, but I'm sure having a blast with them. Almost forgot. My handler Joe has been putting in a hell of a winter of time. My partner and my beautiful mama and my love, Jenny. My sponsor, Napa Auto Care. You got a problem with your truck like most people. They're the people.
Wow. So one world championship to another back weekend. That's a lot of training. That's 2 separate dog teams, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a slow learner. Okay, well, we're certainly glad you're back. Okay, and last couple of years he's really put it together for a top 3. I've known him a long time. I'm really proud that he's gotten to that point because he does love it. He's been up here doing it for a long time at different levels. Mr. Gary Markley. As I see him here, there he is, hiding under his hat. Hey, duct tape that one down because I've seen that one run around. Two.
Okay, so switch over to Rondy. You guys will be on the other side. See you soon.
Make a few bucks. Here you go. Yeah, that's just where I want to be. One better than last year? 2 years ago?
No, it was last week.
Well, I mean, I want to thank everybody. I mean, you know, we're here because of everybody and all of us, and you know, it's great to be here in the Anchorage Club, and especially Andrew and Rondy, for you know, Andrea is training this team as much as I am and more, and she does all the work, a lot of the work, and I do too. But you know, it's just great to be here. Jeff, it's good to see you. Congratulations, and I hope everybody has a good run.
Thank you, Gary. $14. More importantly, how many liters? Gary, 14 is important, but how many liters? Perfect. That was the right answer. It ain't the right answer. That was the right answer. Okay, after last year, he learned a bunch, but I heard him after the awards baby said never again. And he put together a heck of a first day, and then he realized what putting together a heck of a first day does. So, welcome back to Carouge Parteau. It's kind of like a drug, it sucks you in. Number four, let me give him the mic.
First of all, I wanted to thank everybody to come to Anchorage. Beautiful city. I hope you enjoy it. Our trails are beautiful. I believe I'm the only team around here. You're going to enjoy the trails, tunnels, bridges. It's really, really fun. 2 years ago, actually, it wasn't last year. It took me 2 years to become, to lose my mind again. I did this race with the dog team, actually, and learned a lot. You know, not to go fast, I guess. And I want to thank Astro and the rest of the crew, and good luck to all of you guys, and you see you on the trail.
We've been in this so long, we're doing something very good. Yeah, Carouge, it's all about speed management. So, our next musher, and I recognize the name, Mr. Armin Johnson. Are you looking? Armin? Dropping dogs?
I'm supposed to come drop Armin, sorry.
It's your fault, Lexi.
It's my fault.
Always is. Your pick. Number 3. Wow, the top 2, 3, 4. We missed one. Right off the bat. Okay. Probably have more races than anybody in this race at this race. Say that real fast 3 times. Mr. Marvin Cochran, you're drawing next. Marvin is Russian royalty. He's a quiet man. He's a third day specialist too, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Teamsters Local 959 and Mountain Movers Alaska Church, Fairbanks, Alaska. And I'd like to thank the Asdra Club for putting on this race. And we'll see these people every year if the race can be held. And, I'm always glad to see these people there.
Good luck, Marvin. And I understand what he's talking about, because every year, as we've all gotten older, we end up losing people close to us, and every year, as an organization or as a group of same sport enthusiasts, we lose some people, and we lost a few people this year, and a couple sad circumstances, and a couple that actually ended up, in a happy situation. So we did lose Gareth Wright this year. Number 8 was going to go to Armin. We did lose Gareth, and Gareth would have been here all the time. And absolute mushing royalty for the state of Alaska and for the world as far as dog mushing goes. And he's going to be greatly missed. We also had our mushers lose his son, and who had raced this race. And Bill was usually here. Bill Cornmuller lost his son Will, who raced this race before. And I can't even imagine, because that's kind of something off. I I'm sure he's doing okay, but man, it's tough. And then somebody that loved this race so much that you guys didn't always get to meet. And he sat behind me upstairs when I was doing the broadcasting, and he took care of all the times and the checkpoint times. And we lost Janet's dad, Chuck Clark, this year, and Janet and I were just talking about it. He passed away very quickly, no suffering. He didn't have to call Janet and say, I won't be able to make it this year. He ended it on a high note. That man loved this race. I can't tell you how much he loved this race. I would pick on him just to see him get excited about something blowing up on the computer. It was so much fun. He's going to be dearly missed, but it will never be forgotten, okay? So, we probably all have a story like that in our lives this year, and we'll have one next year, unfortunately. It's just the way it goes. So, Mark, thank you for bringing that point up. It's nice to see everybody we see each year. So, coming back after his long drive, and one little vehicle accident with his travel partner, but we would like to welcome back Gerard. He may have come from the furthest. We should give you a mileage and an age time reduction. You've come the furthest. You may be the oldest. Should we give you some bonus time for that? Maybe? Who'd you draw first? Number 9. Let me give you the mic.
First of all, I want to thank my wife who is still behind me after so many years. And I'm really happy to be back here. If we roll that long, with all those things that can happen, like losing a wheel and be stuck in Watson Lake. But we are still here, we in Virginia, and we really like to be with you. You are top musher for the rest of the world, and I want to thank all the organizations before that have been behind the Rondy, and I wish everybody good luck for the weekend.
Thank you, man. And good luck to you. Now one of the nicest men you'll ever meet, who's living large and retired, and always has the perfect things to say about these races. I think it's because every race he goes to, he likes it that much. I think you've had a little bit of success this year, Don, and I want to congratulate you on that. If we could bring up Mr. Don Cousins. I follow him on Facebook a little bit. He's like a celebrity. Number six.
Obviously, I very much enjoyed this race and keep coming back. This afternoon, I went and visited a couple of long-time people that are involved in this race, Bill and Dixie Waddell. Unfortunately, Dixie fell here about a week ago. She's fractured neck and she's in a really quite a bad way. But if you have some time this weekend, we can just think about it a little bit. Bill was a race marshal and a chief organizer in this race. Dixie was a chief timer in this race for a long time. So they're always interested in the race. They wish the best to everybody, but right now they just concentrate on themselves. I'd like to thank my wife, who's not able to travel with me anymore, but she's greatly encouraged me and supports me to come here. I hope everybody has a good race and enjoys himself. This is a heck of an event. I tell everybody there's nothing like it in the world. If you want to race a really good, spectacular race, this is the one to come to. They put on an amazing event through an amazing area in the city and the trail we got for. Thank you, Fran, for all the work. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Good luck, Don. Always good to have you back. There's a brother Ken that has turned over most of the racing apparently to the elder, and his brother Ricky, I know does a lot of the work and a lot of the training, but he's not feeling very well, so he's back at the hotel. And I hope we get to see him, because I've been really close with the Taylors for for quite a long time, and his dad is really into the sport and was basically mushing royalty, and I think it's been handed off to Mr. Greg Taylor, who's going to draw for the next position. Nice. Number 10.
Battle Yukon, Mountain Movers, our family, Haven Products, and like you said, this is actually my brother's dog. 2 years ago, he focused on me and my mom for the race. He actually came over. Then he did it again, and this time I waited till the last second. I went and drove it off. And actually, he's doing a better job. So, just hoping to have a nice clean run and everybody else. And I hope everyone can do really, really good. Just not quite as good. I'm going to make a prediction. Go ahead. I'm going to be in the top 10. I want to thank all the volunteers, the press team. This race has always been the top race in my life, and I kind of wish I was about 30 years younger, but I'll get around there. Thank you.
Well, he's been having his wife do most of the racing this year, maybe a little bit more than himself. Buddy, is it seven? It's seven. 7-time Rondy World Champion. Racing his wife this year again. No, he's not racing his wife, but he does have another dog team in the race. Buddy Streeper and family. And Facebook Live, superstar. Oh, she's already drawn. Double 1, 11.
Woo! Nice job, Clara. We're hoping for number 5, but as long as everybody has a good run on the first day, we'll be real happy. I got to thank all the Azure Club. I phoned John about 3 weeks ago and said, how's it look? And John says, it don't look very good, bud. So we went from heading north to Alaska to east to Manitoba. And we drove about 2 hours, and the forecast changed, and you guys started getting a bunch of snow. And then we called John, and he said, it's starting to look pretty good. So we're happy to be up here. We're happy to bring a good dog team, and I wish all the mushers, and it's great to see a bunch of new mushers in the race. And I wish everybody has a great race. And I got to thank my sponsors, Red Paw Dog Foods, and K9 Health Forward, and Candlewood Suites for our hotel. So thanks everybody, and have a good race.
7 times, folks. Well, I'm going to have to get out a globe and measure the distance from Germany to here or Quebec to here, because I may have misspoken on the furthest travel. Some of you probably caught that. Welcome back, Mr. Michael Petzner. Now I got to Google that later. You just come across the pole. I don't think he's that far. Lucky number 13.
Thank you for the job. Everybody get that, right? And on page 2, there's a lot of names, and I thought, what the heck, my name is not on it, right? So I think to put the name on it, it's not just to be here, it's a hard work. And we have only, I think, 6 people who won the Triple Crown. So for all the rest here in the room, only 1 will win, and I think it's 1 out of the 6 maybe, not we. So everybody should have fun and have a good race. Thank you.
A little higher than that. Yeah, she's coming out tomorrow. She had work comes around here. Little story on her. Last year she was third. She got a trophy plate, gold plate, and on the way home she said something about a gold plate. Somewhere, well, you wish you had one. I said, well, I got a third gold plate just like that. She said, no, you don't. I had to go home and go out and find it in the trailer where she had it stored away. So, I wish everybody a good luck and great race.
Well, Jeff's not from that far away, but in the last month, I said he's put some miles on that truck as he's been stage racing down in Wyoming, and I don't know what he hit on the way back, but Mr. Khan, if you'll come out and draw, I'm sure you put $5,000 on the truck already, so I'll really quickly. Number 12.
Thanks a lot. Always enjoyed coming to this race. It's just amazing going across the bridges, through the culverts, from downtown into the Azure Trail. And rookies, when you get back, you're going to look at your numbers and say, oh, I can't believe you guys just did that. It's an exciting race, and I just wanted to say a few words about Gareth Wright. I put together pedigree books over the years, and I looked at Gareth in the late 80s and early 90s, finding out what the pedigree were on the early sled dogs. And pretty much everybody in this room has got most of their dogs have Gareth Wright pedigrees in the background. And the first race I did here, which I think was about 1988, Gareth had been encouraging me, saying, you're doing this race, and you might not do it already, but you're going to learn the options. And he actually came to the hotel, the Musher hotel, and said, good luck. And that was the kind of guy he was. So anyway, good luck to everybody, and have a great race.
Thank you, Jeff. Well, I've bought a few dogs from her. We've had great discussions, and a lot of fun and talk every few years. It's I've been away from it for a few years, for some reasons that some of you know. I miss it dearly, absolutely miss it dearly. I miss all of you being at the track every week. Wendy, if you'll come on up here, you're brave enough to do it a couple more times, I think. It's in your blood, always done it. Did you get it? Number 15 for Wendy Callis. That's next year. We'll see. Okay, and next we'd like to welcome back Mr. Danny Beck. I know there he is. These guys, the whole Beck family, which seems like there's like 30 of them, but they've been putting some races together. We had a couple good races already this year, from what I can tell. He just smiles. Number 5, Simcoe.
We had a lot of cold weather in our area, and I wasn't going to come here, and I thought, well, I may as well go on a holiday and bring dogs. So that's why we're here. We love this race. It's a great race. I wish everybody good luck, and I thank my sponsor, but I'm not going to try and name them. But the whole pile of them, my brothers, thank you very much to all the organizers.
Everybody out of the grace.
Thanks, Dan. After that. Let's bring up Mr. Brent back. You guys are indoors, you can take your coats off and stay a while. Woo! There it is, number one.
I'd like to thank all the organizers and the sponsors again. This is the first time I've been here this early, but I like to leave here, so it gives me a little extra time to get here. But everybody, good luck and thank you.
Todd, you're this close.
Thank you so much for sticking.
You're this close. So last year he proved that he could do it after a bunch of years of wanting to do it. After a bunch of years of me telling him he could do it, and then he telling them they can't do it. But he did it. He did it in a really good fashion. Mr. Todd Vickers. Lucky number 1. I'm glad it is so, because you never know.
Thank you for skipping me. I was scared shitless to go first. Not that I'm not going to get past anyway. Just on day one, I won't go last, which is very exciting for me. I just want to thank everyone out here. This is an awesome lineup. We don't often see this many mushers. It's a real treat to have this many rookies in a race. Certainly, I don't think people realize how much work the board puts into this race. Every single person on this board is a working member, and they bust their ass every day. John, Dan doing our trails. We have Janet, the race marshal. Fran doing IT, we have Brenda raising money. We go out and put trails in, and the average age is often over 60. And they put amazing trails in year after year with nothing. And it's amazing to see it happen. And because I have no sponsors, I'm going to thank all of our Rondy sponsors, Tudor Road Bingo, Municipality of Anchorage, Alaska Sled Dog Racing, Greater Anchorage, Conoco Phillips, Linden, Matson, Kendall Toyota, Sage Veterinary, Army National Guard, Northslope Telecom, Alpha Media, AIH, Kale Casey, Nonstop Dogwear, and the Canine Crews, Alaska Hospitality, Hilton Anchorage, Imogene Associates, Matson, and Sage Veterinary, and thank you all for helping to put this race on. It is very important.
He won't be racing next year. He's taking my job. I'll double your pay.
How much is my number? 14 next year.
Okay, now the fun really begins. We get into the rookies. And you are a rookie if you have not completed the race, not if you participated in the race. So if you haven't been able to finish all 3 days, you start again as a rookie. That being said, we have a few of those, but we have some actual first-timers in the race. And our first one this year is Frank Haberman. We're going to learn a little bit about Frank because I don't know Frank. Maybe that's a good thing, I don't know. Number 18 for Frank. Give us the bio, will you?
I've come a long way. I was born in Germany, lived in Scotland, lived in Australia, still working in Australia. I've got Canada, PI, stayed in Australia, we're not a sprint race since 8 years. I did the Alaska Championship 2 weeks ago and enjoyed every moment. Dogs not good, they're very young, but very keen.
Good luck to you. If you start listening to all the stories and they sound like they can't be true, they're true, and they're actually worse than the story is. There are some stories to be told about this race for sure. Okay, next rookie is Eric LaForce.
Yeah!
Again, I don't know Eric. Sorry, but it's nice to see some new faces and meet some new folks. 21.
Oh, nothing to say much about. I'm very happy to be here with this crowd of Musher. You can read his name on the list. First time saw a face, a couple of famous ones. So we're traveling from Quebec to be here, make a couple of races on my way, and I'm very happy to be a part of this 2020 year. Thank you very much.
Well, we're really happy to have you. It's time a long ways. So I guess the word's finally getting out. And man, that's a long ride, guys. I don't know how many of you have done it. I've gone halfway, and that was plenty far. Let's see. Our next rookie is Thad McCracken. And you can only imagine how I'm going to handle that this weekend. Number 20.
I just want to thank my wife, Tony. She's not here yet. She'll be here tomorrow for not only supporting me doing this crazy sport, but going all the way out with kind of team bring up here to run this amazing race. It's been a big goal of mine for a long time. And thanks for having me.
Good luck. I think you get done with the 3 days, you can have the stories to tell. And some things to change for next year. So, next rookie, I'm going to give it one try. If it doesn't work, going to a last name initial, Alex Crittenden. Can we get close? Okay, because it's Alex C for the rest of you. Number 19.
First, I want to thank my sponsor, Frank Teasley, and the JHI tour crew back home in Wyoming. They support us and keep us on the road and trust us to go out and represent them. I also want to thank my handler, Jess, who's been helping me drive and keep up with all the dogs and all the stuff and all my gloves. And then last but not least, I want to thank not just my dogs, but everybody's dogs. All those dogs that humble each and every one of us every single day, which is really cool to be a part of. So thanks for having me. See you on the trip.
And Alex, it's nice to finally meet you even though we're already friends on Facebook. You don't have to admit it, everybody knows it. Okay, next. Wow, look at all these new names. Tony Blanford. Wow, this is awesome. I don't know everybody, but I will. Number 17.
So I really want to thank Bunny Streeter for this opportunity to talk to fans. I don't know how I got so lucky. You driving? We're in Conquest a while ago, and the Opera Basin. We'll do it.
Good luck. He was almost turning up. It means that much. And I think that is awesome because that's what this race is about. It is that special. John, that's why we do it, right? All right. No rookie to a race, but a rookie to this race, Mr. Hans Gott. Where is Hans? There it is. Six. You can see him.
Well, I always wanted to do the Rondy. It just never worked out with my racing schedule. I was obviously running sprint races in the early 90s, but then got into the long distance stuff, and now I'm done with it, and I'm very happy that I finally can race for Rondy. Thanks everybody for putting that race on and keeping that race going for so many years, and good luck to everybody.
Future champion.
Well, he's returning to the race but unfortunately returning as a rookie as he didn't and wasn't able to finish the third day last year. Class act from a class family, had a little truck trouble at Watson Lake, which is the black hole of truck trouble. And I think it gets more people than you think. Mr. Regine Perrion. I've been practicing all year. Number 23.
Non, je peux pas parler en anglais, mais l'an passé, je suis venu ici, j'ai vécu un rêve, mais mon rêve s'est transformé en bon. Et cette année, on a eu une montée assez difficile. Merci à Guy Girard, sinon je ne serais pas ici ce soir pour pouvoir compétitionner avec vous. J'espère qu'on regarde le positif quand on vit dans la vie, on fait esprit, ça devrait bien aller avec les jeux. On va passer en arrière. Je souhaite une bonne chance à tous les coureurs et merci beaucoup.
Okay, so what he said is last year we came here to live his dream and it finished in a nightmare because our dog got sick, so we couldn't finish the race. And this year it started as a nightmare as we lost a wheel and almost lost another wheel in Watson Lake. We've been there 2 days and we've been driven 2 whole days to get here. And he wants to thank Guy because without Guy we will still be in Watson Lake. He says that now that all the bad stuff has happened, could be all the good stuff happening with the dogs this weekend. So we wish everybody good luck for the race this weekend.
Watson Lake, nothing but 5-star accommodations.
Could have your back, though.
All right, another person that is a friend on Facebook, but I've never met or had a chance to race against, Mr. Bruce Magnuson.
Woo! Yeah!
Number 22.
So it's a privilege to share the trail with all you guys. Thanks a ton for the organization, keeping this race going for so long. And I'm really looking forward to the tunnels, bridges, all the people out there, the bike trails, boots on the trail. And I was getting some advice from a friend. Actually, we were in here, and he said, don't worry about it. When you come to the tunnel, slow down. When you get to the bridge, slow down. When you get to the people, slow down. I thought, you could talk to me in this race. Why? I thought it was a race. Why are we always slowing down? Have fun, everybody. Thank you.
Tomorrow on the back of the snow machine, you're going to understand why you slow down. All right, another rookie. I'm going to say, is it Eli Campbell? Eli.
Yeah!
Blame the rider, not the interpreter. Take just one. 24.
First of all, I have to thank my Turner, partner in crime, and all things dog. I wouldn't be here without you, wouldn't be here without your wonderful dogs. Second to the dogs, all of those are the dogs showing up this weekend. I'm super excited to be here with all the mushers here. This is an incredible turnout. I have something to learn from all of you, and I'm sure a story to share at the end of it. I have to thank back home Sebastian and Brittany pulling down the court and room tours and training for the 200-mile every day with this. We were a little worried about your miles the race, so training with Cusco and the plus 300, I think we'll be okay. But other than that, super excited and thank you to everybody so far, so good.
Yeah!
And it looks like our last rookie of the evening, is Mia Herbert.
Mia!
Can you hear me now?
25.
We've had a great winter so far. This weekend is going to be our first race, so we're all really excited. I'd like to thank my dad for driving us up here. He did a lot of driving, and I did a lot of sleeping. And I'd like to thank Mandy for all of her help. She's been a handler we've had for about 7 years, and we really appreciate her. I'd like to thank my mom and brother and sister for staying home and training all of our puppies and our old dogs. And I'd also like to thank my dogs. I'm very excited to run them. I only have about 4 or 5 rookie dogs that I'm running, so my team has done this race before, so the biggest rookie is me, so I'm very excited to go through the tunnels and try out all these new obstacles, and I'd like to wish everyone good luck. Thank you.
Oh, hold on. A handler for 7 years. Mark must have a heck of a health benefit program or full-blown retirement system for you. Where do we sign up? Oh, and a visa too, yeah. No traveling money. Okay, I'll start wrapping things up here. Janet, is there a couple things you might want to remind them about tomorrow? I won't make it speak long. She is, she doesn't like to admit it, one of the most organized, thought through, best race marshal in the world. And I mean that very seriously. And after this weekend, as you've gone through the races and it goes smooth, or if it gets a little troublesome and then gets smooth down, you'll understand why. Janet?
All right, well, despite all that, it looks to me that not everybody reads all my emails. I hate to say it, but I'm thinking that some people have not seen the schedule yet. So drivers, here's what I'd like to do. Please get your packets. And if you turn past the page of champions, and if you turn past the sponsor page, and if you turn past the first breakdown, we'll concentrate on the next page and the first day only that's really important, that's tomorrow. If you drew 17 or above, you get to see me at 8:30 in the morning. Rookies get to come to the clubhouse at did I say 7:30? I said 8:30 tomorrow, and you and I get to talk together without the whole group. So rookies at the clubhouse on Tozier Road, Tozier Track, 8:30 in the morning. Okay, if you drew 17 or above. At 9:30, the reason Christine is not hiding in the back somewhere is she is home right now preparing the breakfast for the Mushers breakfast at 9:30 in the morning tomorrow, of which all drivers and their families and handlers are invited. So please come to the clubhouse and join us for that breakfast. At 10:30, all drivers and one handler only, all drivers and one handler will meet for the drivers meeting, same place, 10:30 at the Tozier Clubhouse, at the Rasmussen Clubhouse at Tozier Track. And then at 11:30 to 12, about 12, we'll do the drivers go around. And that is a time when you as a competitor can get on your sled or join somebody on a snow machine, and you'll be led around the trail so you can see the whole thing by snow machine. That's at 12. It'll take you about an hour, a little bit more to do so. And at 1:30, we will have a community-wide Meet the Mushers. And your trucks will be the point of interest. People want to meet you, and they want to see your trucks, and they want to see your dogs. 1:30 to 3 at Tozier Track. Then you're free to get ready to run. That's the schedule of events for tomorrow. That's the only thing I wanted to talk to you about today, because we have plenty to talk about tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. Folks, she's very serious when she says to follow the schedule. It's the only way the race stays organized and as professional as possible. There are things she's going to tell you that are important to you and your dogs and your crews.
It won't last.
And like I said to Terry Streeper with that new trailer, I says we're going to have to charge for extra parking for the Streeper kennel because they're going to take up an entire block with vehicles. Again, let's thank all of our sponsors, GAI, the long list, our canine crews. Hope you enjoyed tonight, but you're going to enjoy being a crew member even more. You're going to bring something, videotape it, bring somebody else with a camera, take pictures, videotape it. Canine crews, you're going to have the time of your life, and you're going to witness the best sprint race in the world with the best mushers in the world. Good night. If you have any questions, see Janet before you leave tonight. Get home, take care of those dogs. We'll see you on Friday. I'll see you on Friday. You'll see her tomorrow. Good night, be safe. God bless. One thing I forgot, and I don't know how I forgot it, but I have a young lady here that came across a very famous book. It's actually a collector's edition and was written by Mr. George Atlas. And she would like to make sure that a musher or a fan of mushing has it, and she would like to sell it. If anybody's interested, come on up here. She'll see you with the book, and you guys can start haggling from there. Thank you again.
I'll buy it. I got two. We'll haggle.
Where's Amy?
She's coming down tomorrow.
She's working.
Yep.
All right, so Jason Dunlap is actually bib number, what did Amy get? 16. Is that a good thing, Amy?
She won't be happy with me.
Greg Taylor!
How you doing, buddy? She really wanted to go up behind Greg.
There's Greg.
Yeah,
right. There it is. That's what legends look like right there.
I should have put my makeup on.
Greg Taylor. Cool, let me turn the camera around here. There we go. There's Greg and Jason. And everybody's looking at the board up here.
I know, I wanted to be behind him.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here, folks. We'll be back tomorrow for the Mushers meet and greet, 1 to 3 o'clock tomorrow, Tozier Field. Tune in. Thanks for joining us. And we got the bibs up on the board. We'll post them here soon. Thanks.